What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Fourth Eye, and I am back. But before I start, I want to give a shout out to other content creators that y'all put me on, and some that I found on my own, and some that I've known for some years now. First off, somebody that I've known for years, Astral Baby. I want to give him a shout out. He has a great channel. Go check him out and get that information. Secondly, Awaken to Joy. They have a great channel. They're a couple. They have a great channel. They have great guests on their channel, and I found the next person on their channel, which was Beyond the Frequency. And man, Beyond the Frequency, that dude, he does mind sight. Now I know I'm trying to shout out people, but he does mind sight, and that was dope. Like, y'all should check that out for real. They did a live with that, and that was real dope. And I also found another person off of their channel, which was King Cassius. Hope I ain't slaughtering the names, but I just started checking out his videos. Pretty dope individual, got good information, and has some great experiences. Also, Bam Heck TV, great channel. Soul Traveler 77, great channel. The Alchemist 369, great channel. Also, Darius J. Wright and Ryan Cropper, great channels. Also, Vernetta Mystical Recall. Y'all put me on Vernetta Mystical Recall. I watched her videos. Great content, great information. I think she's been in the game for a long time. Check out her channel. Y'all be good. Let's get into this video. And I ain't gonna forget about y'all. Shout out to all the subscribers, everybody that gets in the comments and they give their perspectives, and they comment what they think. A lot of y'all got some good information, and y'all been holding out on me, and I thought y'all was just trying to learn. Y'all know some things. Yeah, I caught you. But yeah, shout out to y'all as well, because I think we reached 1,000 subscribers now, and I wasn't gonna say that because it's been plenty of times I looked at that subscriber count. It went up, went down, went up, went down. So I was like, I don't know if I should say it right now, so I'm saying, because that's what it say right now, 1,000. Now it might say 998 after I drop this video. But yeah, some people just a little wishy-washy. Hey, it's all right, it's good. But yeah, I'm really just on here just to chop it up with y'all folks, you know what I'm saying, about these out of bodies, near-death experiences and all that stuff. Even though I really have well, you know what, I do kind of have like when I had that car accident, it kind of felt like a near, but it wasn't, but everything was in slow motion. Everything was in slow motion when I had a car accident. I seen when I tell you, when I got hit, everything just went in slow motion. I was like, oh shit. I seen it, like, you know, like the drop, like you like on the overpass, like when you on the highway, or well, I wasn't on the highway. I was on one of them streets, but on the side roads, you know, they got the poles and all that stuff, so it's a drop. When I got hit, I started going straight towards that drop, and I could see the poles bending. I'm telling about, everything was moving in slow motion. I started thinking like, oh my God, I'm finna fall off this goddamn side of this deal. I started trying to take my seatbelt off. That sucker would not come off. That wasn't a near-death experience. I just got a little injured, but it wasn't too bad. I'm still surviving. I'm still here, unfortunately. No, I'm playing. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about life and the out of bodies and stuff, and like when you get to that point in your life when you start to have these experiences, don't get disconnected from this reality. You know what I'm saying? Don't get disconnected from this. I had to adjust that, Ashina. Don't get disconnected from this. And it's easy to get disconnected from this, because once you go to the other side, you see so much. Like, you see something, like, sometimes you be disappointed, not about what you see, but the fact that you got to come back to this. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'll be going out, I'll be coming out my body sometimes, and I'll just like come out my body, and I'll be in a room, and when I come out the room, bro, I'm in a house that's so beautiful. The house is so massive, pools in the backyard, it's cars all, like, I'm talking about, it looks so good. When I wake up, I'll be like, this some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Can I just stay over there? I remember one time I came out my body. That house was so nice. It seemed like everything was so good that I was just sitting there like, please don't wake up. Please do not wake up today. Whoever, I'm like, am I the one? You know how they say you live these parallel lives. It's like, dang, am I the one living in the fucked up life? What the fuck? This is bullshit. I need to swap places with this other motherfucker that living this good ass life. I'm over here living like a peasant. I'm living like a peasant. This is bullshit. I live in an apartment. This motherfucker living in a mansion. This is bullshit. No, sometimes you'll go out your body. You and then I ain't gonna lie. I'm a like I'm like sci-fi like a mug. So now, granted, I didn't know I was like this. Like I didn't know I was like into the sci-fi stuff until I got older. I got older and started like for instance, I never watched Star Trek until I became like until I was in my 30s. I'm 38. So I never watched Star Trek until I got in my 30s. And I've tried to watch it, but I used to be like, I never had time. It was so long, and I was like, damn, I can't watch it. But I watched it, and I'm like, dang, this like somebody had an out of body and just made this show, this movie, like, cause I've seen some of the beings that I'm seeing on this show. Now, as far as that, like, it's like even Avatar, like all these shows. When you start watching these movies and you start seeing certain things, you'll be like, are y'all like making these like are y'all having experiences and y'all not saying that? Y'all just making the movies and y'all acting like, oh, I just came up with this in my head. Nah, you've been experiencing some things, and that's why you basically made this movie. Cause I could tell you right now, if I had a team of people around me and I had millions of dollars, I could make so many movies. I could make so many movies, and I've been out my body and been places that were so technically advanced that it's like, man, why I can't be living there right now? Because it was so dope. Like I'm going on missions and all kind of stuff. And it was at one point in my when I was younger, and I some other people might have experienced this, but I used to be like, man, there's a war going on. Like it's a spiritual war going on right now in the spiritual realm. I'm talking about I done been in schools where we was learning how to fight and learning not even just fight. Like I'm talking about like not just physical, but it was like okay. I'm gonna say this experience. I didn't expect to say experience on this one, but I'm just I just go. So in this out of body experience, when I came out my body, I was floating over like what looked like an ocean, and there was a boat, and I end up getting inside this boat. I'm going in the boat, and I get to this place. It looked almost like a castle. I go to this castle, big old entrance. I walk inside. When I look inside, it's like swords and shields and all this stuff, but the swords is like big as hell. The shields is big as hell. Everything is like I'm sitting there looking at this stuff like, did I just come somewhere where like it's like giants and shit? And so I'm like, what the fuck? So I keep walking, and I get in there, and it's like a bunch of people about around the same age as me, or younger or older, but we all like when I seen them, I recognized them. And the crazy part about this experience was that it was known in this experience that all these people that was in this, I call it a school, they was all like projectors. They was all people that was having out of body experiences in the real world. Well, I say real world, but this physical realm. So when I get in there, it's like divided. You had, it was like this lady that was over the males, and it was a man that was over the women. I don't know why it was like that, but that's what it was. The lady was like a big mama type lady. She seemed like a big mama type. And we had rooms that we would go in and play video games. We had to go through certain tests, all that type of stuff. It was pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. It was this deal where, like, I remember one time, I said one time, like it was, like this was a whole experience. I know it sounds crazy that I remember all this stuff, But you got to think these experiences seem like whole life experiences. So it was at this time where we was all congregated, like just chopping it up, the girls and the boys. We got the when we would go to this like rec hall or something like that, we would all get to talk and chill and chop it up. As we talking, we see one of the girls, she started like fading out, and we like looking at her like, what's going on with her? And one of the guys said, I think she's passing, like she's passing in real life. This is what he said. Like no bullshit. This is what he said out of his mouth. He said she's passing away in real life. And I'm like, what? And like we all go over there and they like trying to like do stuff like to help her, but they like it's nothing you can really do. She has an illness or something like that and she's passing away. And man, when I tell you the emotions in that room or that hall with all these different people, I don't know exactly who everybody was, but at that moment, I knew everybody. Um, but the emotions, the sadness, and it wasn't even sad because she was passing away. It was sadness because she was about to leave where we was just at. It was no, it was like it's not nothing wrong with passing away. That's what the feeling was. It's like it's nothing wrong with her passing away. It's just that she's leaving us right now, and we like man, it's like because a lot of people that we was in this room with, we was like man, I ain't seen you in a long time. It was like we was reuniting. It was weird. Like I say it's weird because that's just this physical realm. It was weird. Um, when you don't know somebody in this physical world and you meet somebody, you're gonna be like, oh man, I remember this person. Up there, I'm like, I remember these people. I know these people. Some of the people like, man, I ain't seen you in a long time. And I'm like, I ain't seen you in a long time. Where you been? What's been going on with you? It was this one guy, me and him was almost like best friends. And I don't even know this dude. We was in there like doing martial arts and all kind of stuff. And I was beating a lot of people in there doing martial arts. And somebody said to me, they said, man, you like one of the best. And when I was fighting the dude, I told the other guy, I said, no, I'm not the best. I said, he's actually better than me. But the thing is that the reason why it seems like I'm better than him is because I'm not. I'm a little more ruthless. And that sounded messed up to me. Even though I was saying it, I'm thinking to myself, like, why would I say I was ruthless? Like, I said, I'm a little more ruthless. He has more compassion. He's better because he didn't do what he could do. I did what I could do. And it made sense to me. But at the same time, I was like, damn, I called myself ruthless. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't think I'm ruthless. I'm not ruthless. But we was just sparring. Nah, but we went into a room, played video games. I looked out, like when I'm looking outside, it's like a big fence. Not a fence. It's like a brick wall. I don't know why I said fence, but a brick wall that's surrounding this whole like area. I don't know what this place was. This could have been heaven. I don't know. But it was surrounding this whole place. And in the distance, all you seen was green grass and in trees, and the sky was blue and just vibrant, and the clouds, it was just like sunny outside. And the lady that was like, I always say Big Mama because that's what she reminded me of. In the South, we call her Big Mama. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They might call it that on the East Coast or the West Coast. I don't know. But we call her Big Mama. And that's what she gave, that energy of Big Mama. And yeah, man, that was a crazy experience. We was doing all kind of stuff. Like, we was sparring. We was going through strategies, like war strategies and stuff like that. And it was crazy. I mean, it was dope as hell. Like, I wish I could go back and do that again. But that wasn't the first time that I experienced something like that. It was a lot of times where I came and everybody was like, man, you ain't came back in a long time. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? Like, but I understood. Like that experience that I had recently where I was underwater. Like, there was a whole city under that water. And I'm talking to the dude and I'm trying to tell him how to communicate with me. It was a dude and a girl. I don't know if they was a couple or not, but it kind of seemed like they was a couple. That was the weird thing. Like I don't know if it was the last video I posted, but one of them videos that I posted, I was talking about meeting somebody on the other side, and it was like we was doing stuff together. It seemed like those two people that was in that experience was a couple, and I like the reason I say that is because like it was just the connection they had towards each other, and I didn't want to. I wouldn't say certain things to that woman because it's like I in my spirit or my soul I just knew like something is there's a connection with y'all two, but I'm just you know what I'm saying? I'm just teach y'all some things. And it seemed like they already knew. I think I just have this nature about me that I just like to teach people shit. Like even if I like I really would love to be able to teach people how to have antibodies. But at the same time, I don't know if I know how. So I put out the information that I can. You know what I'm saying? That I know that how I experience it and how I do it. I put out that information. So, but I am that way in real life. Like I don't care what it is. Like if you don't know how to do something and I know how to do it, I'm gonna teach you how to do that shit. I don't care if you don't know how to play the piano. I'm gonna teach you how to play that motherfucker. And I don't even know how to play it that good. I don't know how to play, read music. I just hit the keys until it sound good. If you don't know how to make beats, I'm gonna show you how to do it. I'm just that type of person. It's like naturally in me to teach people. Like at my job right now, I'm a supervisor. If I see you doing something wrong, I'm gonna tell you how to do it the right way. If it's just how I am. I guess I'm the same way in out of body experience. I'm gonna try to show you everything. Like I wish I could master how to connect with other people in the out of body experience. Man, I would be that would be dope. I would be trying to teach everybody everything I know. I'm not no gatekeeper. I'm gonna tell you everything. Like you gonna know everything walking with me. Uh, but yeah, sorry, I was looking at my phone, looking at the time, because I'm like, how long I been on this thing? You know what I'm talking about? Every time I look at this mic, I be thinking about them videos when they be like, you like the sound? People like the little weird stuff, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you like that stuff, don't get offended. I was just joking. But yeah, man, don't get caught up with being don't when you have this experience, don't get lost in the sauce and start getting too caught up in the out of body experience because you still gotta live this life. And it can be hard sometimes. Cause I know I come out my body sometimes and I have some experiences that are so dope that I'll be like, man, it damn near bring depression back to this realm. So you gotta know how to control your emotions, and that's one thing that's valuable in this life. Learn how to control your emotions. If you cannot control your emotions, you do not fully know yourself at this moment. It's like with relationships. Like in my last relationship, it was times where I would get so mad, and it wasn't like necessarily like me. Like I'm not a person that argues. I don't like to argue. But when a person would make me mad, it would make me madder. Like I'd be like, dang, why you make me mad? Like that was my like I'm sitting there like, you made me mad, now I'm madder. But then I had to catch myself and be like, you controlling my emotions at this point. So I got to a point where it's like, we ain't doing that. Look, when you wanna if we having an argument, when you wanna talk, you wanna have a conversation. A regular conversation. No yelling, no none of that stuff. Then you talk to me. If you ain't, if you can't do that, don't even talk to me. We gonna part our ways. We're gonna part ways for right now, and then we can come back together, and then we can have a real conversation about what's bothering you and what's bothering me. And man, out about it made me so um, understanding because even with that understanding you got to understand like who you dealing with, like your partner. And I'm not saying that my ex was just a bad person. She was a good person, We had our disagreements, and we had our differences, and they just didn't match up. You know what I'm saying? And it happens. But yeah, so those disagreements sometimes, if you let it simmer too much, it'll become it just come to a head, and it's gonna explode. So you gotta learn to control your emotions and understand this person. Your woman might be upset with you for doing something, or you might be upset with your woman for doing something or saying something that offended you, and then you say something offensive, and now they mad at you. Now y'all both mad at each other, but neither one is looking at it like we offended each other. Yet you said something that offended me, and this was something that kind of used to confuse the shit out of me. It's like when I would try to explain why I would be like why something bothered me, not yelling, not doing none of that. Be like, I just didn't like what you was doing. I didn't like how you did this, and I understand that maybe you did this because of whoop whoop or this and that and that. It would be like man 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 man, and I'm like, oh my god, I thought I was doing the right thing by communicating. No, nigga. I'm sitting there trying to communicate. I'm up here going off. I'm trying to communicate. And I was like, you're right. You know what's the worst thing is when you say you're right. Because you see that this person, you know what I'm saying, I upset you in some way. You're right. I apologize for that. But this is the reason I did this. This is the reason I said this. And then they'd be like, you're a narcissist. And you'd be like, what the fuck? Hold up. Hold up now. I just admitted to my wrongs. I just told you you was right. And you still call me a narcissist? What the fuck? I say, what's the definition of a narcissist? I don't know. What is a narcissist? I don't know. All right, let me get out this video. Y'all got me going stupid. Y'all be good.